Going on, guys? I want to do a little Q&A that came in through the email. It's a little bit of a long email. I'm going to keep names confidential so the person, doesn't feel like we're mentioning names. Somebody knows them. But I love the attitude of this guy in this email. But then the heartbreaking thing, you're going to hear some realities of people who put in blue-collar work and just you're hoping to have this payout at the end. So a lot of things to take notice here. So let's listen. Zach, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm looking into your program, Dad Strong. I have purchased your programs in the past and they did very well for a long time, especially your original Gladiator Strong manual many, many years ago. I've used it. I've improvised it over the years, but I recently moved down to, boom, I'm going to leave the town anonymous. So I will be 64 this year, and I still believe in building hurting bombs. Yeah, like Rocky 5. Was that Rocky 6? Man, I can't keep up. I've been hitting the gym for over 20 years before work. I would get in at 5 a.m., train, shower, and then I would head over to the warehouse job and I'm not going to mention the name of that town. I was still unloading and loading trucks a few days a week, besides being the operations manager. The company shut down a few years back, and it wasn't far from where I grew up, very blue-collar town, and I had to take on another job. With the job lost, I lost my fully vested pension, and I got zero severance pay after 26 years. And this is heartbreaking to hear. And I say this quite a lot about teaching is, I have been in the school systems on and off, right? 98 through 09, then went back in 2018. And I always tell people, you must know how to write your own paycheck. You must have some entrepreneurial knowledge. You cannot count on businesses. You can't count on companies. You can't count on government jobs. I mean, in teaching, many, governors, they have threatened to take away pensions, health insurance, all that stuff. And so I've seen great teachers leave early. And now what's happening, because they don't take care of teachers, you're noticing the quality of teachers is dropping significantly. Back to the email. With the job loss, I lost my fully vested pension and zero severance pay after 26 years. It hit me hard mentally and physically, but it ain't over until you hear that bell, and I have not heard that bell yet. I started going to Retro Fitness down in blank town, but it was a 40 to 45 minute round trip. So from where he lived, it's a good 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. If I was not up and out of my house by 4:45 a.m. to hit the gym, it started to get crowded. Too many phone watchers and equipment on top of equipment. Or I would simply not go at all because of time restraints of my new job starting in the morning. I walk my buddy, I'm not going to name the dog's name, in the mornings and getting a little bit tougher to get up at 4:30 a.m. and not sleeping more than 5 to 6 hours at most. A few years back before COVID, no problem. But I think the age number is catching up to me. So remember, this gentleman is 64. I set up my old SoloFlex. I bought a small treadmill that works for me. Got my heavy bag, and I just purchased a pair of power blocks coming on Saturday. Do I have enough equipment in my garage to utilize the Dad Strong program? I appreciate your input, and I'm sorry for the long, drawn-out email. Stay strong and live long, brother. Okay, my friend. I love getting these emails. I love your email. If you email me, don't ever apologize for a long email. My job is to serve you. That is the job of a coach, is to serve the people. Now, for Dad Strong, some of the workouts, if I say squats, 4 sets of 8, it will say use a barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbag. So I always have options for the movement pattern, for the exercise. I might say bench press, 4 sets of 8, and it'll say barbells or dumbbells. So you're using whatever you have. Some people inside Dad Strong, we have a private forum, they have their equipment. They live in an apartment. Their equipment is stowed behind a couch in the living room. Others have a garage gym. Others train in a backyard. Some of them go to a local Globo gym. If I say light cardio during the warm-up, it says sleds or treadmill or elliptical. options and variations. They both go hand in hand. So yes, dumbbells, body weight, heavy bag. I love a heavy bag. I need a heavy bag. And you do. GetDadStrong.com. 30-minute workouts, 3 and sometimes 4 days a week. I'll oftentimes add things. A lot of times guys are like, hey, what do I do on my off day? Whatever you want. You could go and do jujitsu or Muay Thai or go play pickup basketball or lift or go to the gym. You can add that day. If you want something that's super concrete, Dad Strong is not like that. Dad Strong has options, understanding that life happens. Things like this, losing a job, moving, having access to a gym, no longer training at the gym. These are all things that throw the monkey wrench. As I say, life happens and you got to be ready for it. So GetDadStrong.com is great for dads and it's great for busy men who are not dads. So any questions, feel free to drop them below this video or just send me an email. Or really the best thing is you get on my newsletter, and just like this gentleman, he responded to a newsletter, which is at ZachStrength.com. It's linked below. What was the title of that newsletter? Get jacked, stay dangerous, even in December. We'll see you at GetDadStrong.com.